There we go. I forgot to actually turn on the YouTube. Hey, Rain. Oh, what's the other thing you're following? Yes, it just likes the sound. Rain, would you like to go? Awesome. And I have all my gear too. I'm doing pretty okay. Tomorrow will be busy, but today is okay. Mm-hmm. Kinda. Work's gonna be really busy tomorrow, and then, I have to record the next Persona video. And possibly the Fire Red video too. We'll see how much time I actually have tomorrow. So I have a busy work schedule, and then I have things to do after work. So busy, busy. There he is. Would you like to join the VC? Rain? Ah. Hello, hello. Hang on. You're not being heard. Oh no. Try again?
Oh, indeed. Hi.
There it is. Hello. Are you ready?
Mhm.
He died.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll pat my head.
My wife is being weird.
I mean, that's normal Jackie stuff. Classic Jackie behavior. Again, being nice and imposing. That is some proper scale for Alexander, it is. If I wasn't a healer and I didn't think that, you know, this would pop very soon, I'd go do like crafting or something. But as a healer, I know.
Gonna pop very soon, though, is the real question.
I mean, usually when you go in as a support, you do. You know, general rule of thumb. I guess I should just wander. To the splendor of Idyllshire.
He's like, we're both supports, but this is gonna take, 500 minutes in order for it to get something.
That would suck. That'd be all of my stream for one thing. I sit on this no doubt very soggy bench. Ruin my white coat. how was your day today, Rain? Since you slept all day.
Low. Low. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did, honestly. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I was just out of it today.
Noisy. My tinted conversation has fallen. Because you slept all day.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Although, the new Lunar games come out in like 4 days.
Friday.
Eh.
They come out Friday, yep.
Eh. I mean, I'm gonna get them just because I want them. Any other games that are coming out soonish that we've been excited about?
I'm still kind of like looking at the new Atelier game. I don't know if I want to go for it though. I really like Ryza, so I keep like looking at it, but it looks different from Ryza, so.
I bet it's just like Ryza.
Could be.
Only not as thick thighs.
Yep. That's of course where I lose interest. No thick thighs, right?
Wow.
I'm kidding. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Did you not hear the laugh in that?
I did, yes. Goodness. No one's doing Alexander today, huh? Hmm. I'm gonna do this and then it's gonna pop. I know it. I fucking knew it.
There it is.
Straight up knew that was gonna happen. Started grabbing Ixel quests. And then it popped.
What?
Oh yeah. They're not capped.
thinking about Fantasia and Rain too, but I don't know what to do yet.
What would you want Rain to be?
I don't know. Maybe.
Let's see, what has Rain been? 'Cause I know Rain has been a lot of things.
My first character was a Makote, and then I was a Skylander, and then I was a, let's see, I was an Aura.
Yeah, I know you were an Aura guy at one point, 'cause that's what you were when I met
Yeah.
you.
I was an Aura girl too at one point, but only for a short time, so I would consider that again. An Aura guy. An Elezen for a short time.
Elezen would be cool. I haven't really seen you as an Elezen. Especially since they don't look sickly no more.
Yeah. A Femro, and then a Bunny.
Yeah.
I think I went Bunny, Femro, and then Bunny again.
Yeah. I think you didn't like the Femro very much.
Yeah.
At least you did not appear to. Yeah, I think an Elezen would be cool again, because they don't have that sickly look to them anymore.
I mean, I have to really look at all of them because the graphics update really changed things. So like when I was looking at things, I started to like Femro again because I was like, they fixed some of the like issues I had with Femro.
Gotcha. Whoa. I quartered in and then I fell. Oh wait.
Yeah, they pulled.
You know what I'm saying? That when I loaded in, and then I loaded in again, but falling.
Fight is so random. I said this fight is so random. Like there's no particular order to like what happens.
When he jumps. There we go.
While you're in cutscene, I'm gonna use the restroom.
What's that?
I said while you're in cutscene, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Okay. mean, yes, but she's a little girl who just wants to help her friend. And so we have this problem.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh no! Oh yeah, no. When it comes to Japanese media, as I've always seen it, I don't know if they have a specific idea about how time works, but generally they only work in closed loops. And I saw from Steins Gate, leaving the loop has a lot of repercussions. So they tend to like closed loops. You don't typically see the I changed one event and now, you know, the entire future is rewritten. Like, they don't tend to do that very often. At least that I've ever seen. Again, the one time they do is Steins Gate, and it takes literally changing the fate of a person. 2 people, actually. Yeah. Yeah, but what it took to hop timelines was literally changing the fate of, obviously the 2 female leads in Steins Gate. which is of course messing with fate. You know, that big nebulous concept that you should never touch. Rip. Not a raw girl. No. Poor goblin.
Next is A11 forward and back. Yay!
Geez, you still didn't have to put it that way. Forward and back. I'm going to ignore that. I just wanted to get it out of my quest log. No. I like that they have the statues of the Warring Triad. It's a nice reference to 6.
They fold, just so you know.
Oh, I know, I see it. Oh, looks like it was an accident, though. I guess they didn't notice. Yeah, they didn't see it. That's okay then. But now everybody knows what we mean when we say forward and back. Although Ed's kind of on the loose.
Yeah, I targeted it right away. I didn't want to see it. And out of nowhere.
Are you saying Ed explodes?
Yes. If you're not fast enough, it definitely does.
I don't think I've ever seen him explode.
Just because you've probably never seen it.
I don't think I've ever seen him explode. Damn. Oh, someone didn't see it. Dancer.
Classic.
You get the raise, I'll heal.
Saw it with your own 2 eyes. It was called limit cut. It's not doing any fancy limit cut stuff because, you know, this is normal mode, but the skill was called limit cut.
Oh, I in fact did not.
This is the origin of it.
Oh. Huh. Well, I guess I can see it because now he's doing the spin dashy thing. Yes, you cast room. I got it. Okay, I've got a Benny for him. Oh. So they don't, you know, instantly die. There we go. Oh my goodness! Don't die, Picto! Today's just the day for Al Raz. Bunch of them in this party. Always good to see. Oh. Oh, darn it. Let me get rid of it. I don't need all this. Ooh. Ooh. Forward and back. That's gonna be stuck in my head for now. Just because it's the same thing over and over again.
It's a good song.
It's a good song, but just because I keep repeating forward and back, that's all you get in your head.
I find it funny that the song isn't even called Forward and Back. Like, everyone thought for the longest time that it was called Forward and Back.
Yeah, I know, it's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exponential entropy.
That's what it is. I do like that it all hinges on this one notebook. Go, Kato.
The key to it all.
Kato.
The Enigma Codex.
No. The more important question. This cat has been alive for 3 years, at least, and has not grown even a little bit.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
back.
Welcome back.
Time to see the final couple cutscenes.
Yeah, just time to see the best cutscene in the game. At least for this expansion. Just because I like how you can tell that our character knew what was gonna happen right before they got frozen. We still have a problem with power, though. Our character now has the brain for it, but not the actual ability.
I think it's very well established that, you know, during this expansion where our character is, Alexander could definitely smite us if, you know, it happened.
Well, I'm noticing that with a lot of things, like the whole Thornton. Like, he used part of his power to, you know, smite La Habrea, and then we beat him. But we couldn't defeat La Habrea. Thornton had to. So I like that we go from, in A Realm Reborn, we go from a yes man to betrayed. And then this expansion is, okay, getting our character to think and not be a yes man. But now we're actually starting to be, like, tested as a warrior of light. And we're not strong enough. We have to keep relying on other things that aren't, you know, us being just OP. And us being held by friends is one thing, but we're being held by, like, tools and sometimes our enemies, and that's not great. And, like, of course, Alexander, like, all we could do was dodge. You know, hit the deck.
Yep.
It's a cool setup for what we know happens in Stormblood. Can't talk about that yet, but it's there. I still think it could happen in any expansion, but it happened to be Stormblood.
Yes, we all know how you feel about Stormblood.
Listen, get used to that. I'm just gonna keep complaining about it the moment we get there.
I mean, I don't have any praise for Stormblood. I was gonna say love, but I mean there are some things that is good about.
Yeah, there are
like,
some good things.
Never deny that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I always mentioned, there are good things in writing that I would not consider good, like, overall, and other way around. I could consider something a masterpiece, and there's still be issues with it. Like, there's no such thing as perfect writing.
I think Stormblood has good character development with other characters.
Well, yeah, and like,
not with the characters that you want it to have good development for.
I don't want him to have good development. I want him to be interesting. Like, he doesn't need to develop. He just needs to be interesting, and he's not. And even then, I can count on, like, one hand how many of those characters are actually good.
I thought you liked Fordola.
That's one. Gosetsu is another one. Hien's a third one. And I like Sadu. And honestly, it's not even because she has character development. It's just she's awesome. That's only 4. 4, Rain.
What about Magni? You can't forget about Magni.
I'm sorry. He's great for comedy, but he's not a good character.
I'm gonna let Fly know that he's not a good character.
Listen. He knows what Magna did. Little son.
I mean, I think it'll be good to actually like
Stare at it.
No,
Unblinkingly.
I'm trying to think of the right words. Like, really analyze Stormblood from its bare bone structure.
Oh, I will 100% do that.
People won't think we're just like, you know, bashing
Memeing?
it just because we don't like it personally.
Oh no, I will actually go into it like I always do. Now it's going to be with the assertion of I don't like it because it does these things on a structural level. So always know that it's coming from a place of I just don't like it. But I will be upfront with what's a personal bias versus actually not great writing. Like, I'll be the first to say that the whole, the post-Stormblood story with the character that I'm not allowed to talk about yet because she's not introduced yet. Her story is fundamentally a revenge plot, and I just don't like revenge plots, no matter how good they're written. It's just not my thing. It's not my vibe. And I 100% acknowledge I don't like it purely because I don't like revenge stories.
I mean, but when you talk about that, you also have to mention that even though it isn't your cup of tea, this is the plot of Stormblood that won the Academy Awards. Like,
yes, and I will.
It's what people like about Stormblood.
Yes, I will. It's actually well written. It is well written on a technical level. I just don't like it.
Because Stormblood did win awards, and it was the best MMO during its time period. Like, it did win, you know,
yes,
best storytelling, best XY. Like,
yes, it did.
but you just have to remember the problem is you have people who are so faithful to Heavensward because of Heavensward's story elements that it dealt with. You know, war dragons, XYZ, and then
man, that's so much
Shadowbringers
good.
was just good. So like.
Yeah, it's being
Pacing
sandwiched by two
Stormblood
really good.
in between. Yeah.
It's real hard.
Pacing Stormblood in between, like, you're already off the high of Heavensward, and then you kind of like start that descending crescendo before going back into a massive high. Like, people realize that right away.
Yeah. And again,
plus, a lot of Shadowbringers fame too came from the amount of people that came into the game during Shadowbringers. You have to mention that too.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, funny enough, like I'll mention this more in depth when I get there, but my issue with Stormblood isn't even that it's bad writing, because it's not. Like, I will be 100% clear. It's not bad written. It is not badly written at all. It's just a very safe premise. It's a very safe execution of that premise. And in my opinion, you could literally rip it out, replace it with a different story. I'm glad you like Stormblood, Lord Prettybeard. I'm not saying no one should like Stormblood. I'm just not a fan of it. You can like whatever expansion you like. By the way, hi, Prettybeard. But for me, you could rip it out wholesale, throw a different arc that addresses the issues that I'm saying our main character has right now, which is a power problem, with different characters, different main bad guy, different everything, and it wouldn't affect the story too much. Whereas other expansions feel very like tied to this world and this setting and this story. Like, all the other expansions are deeply rooted into this setting. And I just don't feel the same about Stormblood. Because again, it's very safe. And again, that's not a bad thing. Cause like, if you do it well, then it's fine, right? Like no one's saying it's a bad story. But because it's so safe and just fine, like that's the only word I can think of, is like, it's fine across the board. But there's no real like punchy standout moments a lot. Like there's a couple, but like it's not like blow by blow like in Heavensward. Like you have a bunch of really good moments, and then in Shadowbringers you have the entire story. Oh man, disagree. It's so good. But again, you like what you like, because like this is a preference discussion at this point. But yeah, to me, it's just fine across the board, which is okay. But when you sandwich it between two really good stories, it just looks worse by comparison.
Yeah, because the interesting thing, if you like weigh my opinion towards it, just because I've played so many video games that take this same approach that Heavensward takes, I think Heavensward is a safe story, and I find Heavensward to be boring.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, it really depends on what you've personally seen a bunch of.
Because there are so many JRPGs out there, and you know, this is all I play, that give you the scenario where the church is bad. And guess what Heavensward is?
I know. Agreed. For me, what makes it interesting is the actual moral quandaries around the church. Like not necessarily like the church being bad, because that was kind of a given. But I really like how our character evolves here. You know, dealing with the betrayal and all that other stuff. And also how they handle being away from the Scions, which is their support structure. The entire time.
You know, but at least in my perspective, I think of the journey of the Warrior of Light and the Warrior of Light's progression. That's like the story of Final Fantasy XIV. Like,
for sure.
I kind of separate that from the expansions itself.
Hey,
But
me
that's
too. Me too. But again, I like that it's being kind of layered on top of having to deal with an institution, which of course in this case is the church, which is bad, right? But normally our character doesn't really go at least again from A Realm Reborn. Our character kind of does what the leader tells them to do, right? Like they don't. Again, they're yes man. So I like that it's being layered on top of that very standard church is bad thing, because ARR, A Realm Reborn, would have been like, yes, I will help you defeat the dragons, and it wouldn't even have been a thought.
Yeah.
So that's why I like Heavensward, because you're taking that yes stock premise, but you're layering it on. You're layering the Warrior of Light's personal journey on top of that, and the two interact in interesting ways.
Absolutely, because of what happens to the Warrior of Light prior, and you know, the Warrior of Light's experiences. Heavensward puts the Warrior of Light in a good situation for them to actually like develop their character and actually like evolve from being a blank slate.
Yeah, being the yes man.
Which is which is nice. I will never deny that.
Yeah. Again, that's why I like Heavensward. Like, it's not about the stock story, because yes, in JRPGs, it's a shock when you know the church is not bad, like Andrew's saying. Like it's surprising when the church is not horribly evil.
Yeah.
Or the church adjacent thing, because sometimes they don't technically call it a church, but the guy in charge is an old white guy in Pope robes.
Yeah.
But to me, it's definitely that interaction.
It's an absolute shock when they reverse the expectation.
Yeah, like when Grandia 3 did it, I was like, oh my god. No, they're great. What do you mean? They're fantastic. Love FFT Church. They're insane. But yeah, it's more that interaction that I'm just super invested in. I think it's so neat, and I think I enjoy it so much because, let's be real, you're a silent protagonist here in most gaming. Like, I'm not even gonna like keep it to JRPGs. Gaming, typically, if they're a silent protagonist, they're a blank slate and they stay that way. Like there is no character growth on their own, right? Like they're not a character. They're your vessel to fuck with the NPCs in.
Yeah.
So
One thing I do 100% agree with you though in terms of the sequence of events. I feel like Stormblood is the one expansion that could just like be moved anywhere in the story.
Yeah, you could shuffle it wherever you want.
Yeah, and it wouldn't affect the story at all. You would have to like move around what characters do, because like, you know, the annoying villain that we always talk about probably won't be half of what they are if you don't get the Stormblood piece of it right away. But like Stormblood's story itself is like so removed from the overall story that you are going on.
Yeah. Like it's cool that we're doing what we're doing in these regions. But like that could be done at any time. That's my main gripe about it.
Which is why I said at the end of the day I have no praise for it, but like
yeah, but it's not like a bad expansion. I don't hate it either.
Yeah, I would still say that, you know, it is, in my opinion, better than AR and Heavensward, just because, you know, AR is boring to me, but you know, Heavensward is the you know, the safe expansion.
Yeah, but for me, it's to me that one's the safe one, and I think it's because I'm thinking of it as a writing exercise and not as the story as a whole.
I'm thinking of it as a video game.
yeah, and I'm thinking of it as a piece of literature, which I always do. Like that's how I think. So to me, war is bad is used so much more in like lighter fiction. Like so many stories are war is bad and you should not.
Well, yeah, because you can touch non-fiction with war is bad and it's still.
Yeah, like even non-fiction.
Yep.
It's awful. I mean, I like it because, like, yes, this is in fact what you should do when there's nuclear weapons around. You should, in fact, always say war is bad. But, like, think about, like, Ghibli. Like Miyazaki loves war is bad because, you know, he got to witness World War II. And doesn't really like it that much. Shocking to apparently nobody, you know, like... So, like, even if you, like...
Yeah, to be expected.
Yeah, makes sense. But of course that does mean that if you like watch a lot of Ghibli,
there was once upon a time when this ad phase was actually hard.
Oh, was it? As you know, our tank's dying. There you go.
But you know, this is a good message to what we're dealing with now, because like this is when we dealt with, you know, mechanics in this fight and like in this game, and like the devs overall planning was a lot more open. We have ad phases where we go like 3 expansions of not seeing stuff like this, and we're seeing it.
No, let's be real. This is super cool. They didn't do this for a while after this fight. This is the very first time where we are required to use the tank ability to win, to not die. I thought it did damage, and it does not. All right.
Oh, this reminds me of T so much.
Well, I don't know T.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You should not have said. I got him.
Okay. I have a Tetra. Scratch that. I'll give him the Benny and give the Tetra to the breaker. Go back.
Dark Knight. This is my button.
It's only the DPS that go, right?
Yeah.
That moment when it's been a while since you've done this as a support.
I mean, it doesn't matter anymore, because, you know, it's non-existent.
You say that, but man, I think I've still seen a couple of times where this is an expansion ago, where people just didn't know where to go. It wasn't that the DPS was bad. It was literally they just didn't know like which direction to go once they were done.
over and help other people.
Yeah. Like I won't say it was the DPS because I literally watched them like bounce back and forth and just didn't know where to go, and I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I popped a size. You catch her a lot faster than I think you do. Oh no.
60 seconds.
Yes. But I haven't been paying attention to it.
But it is a minute long cooldown. What do you think?
Oh no. I remember that I have a dash now. I have yet to use that fucking dash. Listen, I haven't had it for years.
Really good.
I know.
You know, feed into the wall.
I mean, that thing that I am known for doing on any class with a dash, Rain?
Well, you'll realize very quickly that the dash is actually very, very strong.
Is it like 15 yelms like the rest of them? Yeah, no, I went across the arena.
Yeah, what you're supposed to do, going that to the arena.
Oh no, I mean I used the dash to get to the edge of the arena from the middle. I'm like, oh yeah, I went all the way to the edge. Shit. All right.
It's long.
So, yeah, it's like a road mage. Heck yeah, let's go. I'm ready to eat myself off the edge. Like one does. What sucks though is that since I wasn't a DPS in here, you couldn't see the cool scene. So if you do the DPS thing and you do it correctly, you actually get to see that whole scene where we barely dodge out of the way to not get yeeted by Alexander. We are the ones that caused that to succeed. For us, like, live.
Yeah, to explain it better, those 4 portals that Alexander opened up in the fight and you saw the DPS run into them, once you run into them, there are 4 ads that you have to kill that are generating that time stop barrier that suddenly just disappeared in the cutscene, and you have to kill the ads.
Yeah, it's so cool. And of course, if you don't, then of course you die, which means you never got to the fight.
You were literally saving yourself. Alexander is all about a time loop that is continuously occurring, and at that moment, you're breaking the time loop, pretty much.
Basically. Although, technically, you're not breaking it, because, again, what happened is what was always going to happen.
Yeah.
You're like, actually, you didn't break it. You actually make sure that it doesn't break. Thank you for the hydrate. Plot twist. Oh man, you should have chosen your words more carefully, buddy. The ignorant and unworthy. I love Alexander. Favorite summon ever.
What?
It's one of like two that's always benevolent. And again, our character is unable to stop things. Just gonna hammer in that we are just not powerful enough. I guess we just take her at her word, even though it's still looking like it's pretty doomed. Alexander will trouble you no longer. Is still doing the thing it was doing before. I love Alexander. Literally mathematically calculates that doing literally anything ruins the world and therefore does nothing. I love it. It's so good. The cat is the key to everything. It's not even real. It's a toy. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. One day we'll successfully kill Biggs and Wedge. One day.
What? They're immortal. What do you mean?
I know, right? Listen, Andrew, it's their fate to die.
Which is? Joy! Void Arc.
Void Arc. We're gonna start Void Arc now. Your favorite. Into the next void. This one? Yeah, it's this one. Look at this loser. At least they changed the goggles to where you can actually see that he has eyeballs. If only machinists were that cool. could give me a ride. No? Alright. Guess I'm going. I wonder if you could see it from here. I know it's around here. I don't think so. I think right now it's hidden. See anywhere, Rain? Because normally you can see it if you're looking for it.
Sometimes you can see it during like the early dusk and dawn. It's usually in like the background of one of the edges of the.
Yeah, the map. Not seeing it though.
And you can see it flying across the. I think you have to do the raid first though.
No, because I was able to see it a couple times in my first playthrough. Someone pointed it out to me. I was like, "Oh, look, that's an alliance raid soon." I'm like, "What?"
But yeah, sometimes you could just see it floating around. I don't see it right now.
Yeah, I don't see it right now. Probably because it's not like clear. It's kind of gloomy. That's okay. We're gonna see it up close and personal here in a little bit. Our character's just going, God, shit, alright. Just mouth agape. Whoa. Oh, they made her look better. You go, Thylander. Like, our character just going, whoa. Still always say yes. What's that? I get to go explore a ghost ship? Let's go! Hell yeah! I am the loser that will just jump face first into danger. The graphical update really did a good job on just this entire crew of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's hard. It's easy to like forget about it sometimes whenever you're talking to like one individual. But no, this entire crew and the other crew look just real good with the new graphics update. Even more distinct than they were before. Hey, Fly. Wait, I can recruit a Fly. Fly, you want to do Void Arc? Woo! Oh shit, well if you're coming home from surgery, you don't gotta go, man.
Yeah, you should definitely rest.
Yeah, I'm like, hang on. I thought you were just, you know, coming in to say hi. Not that you were just getting home from surgery. I mean, if you really feel up to it, then you can. But if you feel even the slightest bit unwell, dip. Good. I know, right? Congrats on getting through surgery. There it is. Void Ark. Oh, is Aether still locked up though?
Most likely. I would check it.
How do you check it? Is there a way to
You
check
want me to check it?
How do I check it?
You have to log out and go to data center transfer.
Oh, yes, please. Please do a quick check on if we are okay. If it's congested, it will move to Goblin again. That seems to be kind of our default landing spot.
Yes, it's congested.
All right, yeah. Let's dip. And we will move to Goblin. You know, I'm looking at these healer shoes, and they would hurt if you kick somebody with them. All right. Where's Rain?
I am in Tuliolo and Goblin.
Well, darn it. Rain.
What?
I can't go there.
Then I will come to New Gardania. Jeez.
You're just like I'm in a Dawn Trail area, and I'm just like, oh, that's nice.
You could have still invited me just by going to your friends list.
I know.
I didn't know I had to be standing right next to you. Are you happy?
Yes, extremely. Look at this wonderful bun girl. Isn't she great?
Invade your personal space. Eat the human.
How dare.
Void Ark is probably all we're gonna have time for.
Yes, especially considering how long these usually are. Like, waiting wise. You're okay, Fly. No worries.
Yeah, take your time.
Again, you just got out of surgery, man. I use the caster top on my black mage. The one that you have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My cat is at work. Would you like to join VC Fly?
Switch to a DPS, Fly can heal.
Oh, I think he's just on his main. Because he said he had to do machinist today. Ooh, Dragoon. That's a weird top. That's a weird mismatch of gear. And that's... I don't like the chest plate. I know that was like the style. Oh. But I know that was the style in 9, but like, no. It's bad.
I didn't glam anything.
There's a fly.
I don't really glam often if I know I'm gonna like get better gear later. Hey Fly.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Is everybody ready?
And yes, this is the overall style of like 9's aesthetic. Especially if you look at the Alexandrian soldiers, they all wear chest plates. You know this.
I do know this. And honestly, I like their designs like as characters, but I think the clothing in 9 is ridiculous. I'm thinking of a particular jumpsuit.
Yes, yes, yes.
Did you want a co-heal or no?
Oh, I don't care. You play what you want.
You know what? We'll try this.
Just know that I don't know White Mage very well.
That's fine.
Listen, I just kind of go. I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, the content that you're in right now, all you have to do is really just, you know,
Hit buttons.
Medica 2 every now and then.
No, I refuse to Medica 2.
I mean, you have no other AoE though right now, so. You don't have Rapture yet.
2 AoE buttons. What do you mean, Rain?
What is your other AoE button? Excuse me, princess.
I have Asylum and I have a Size.
Those are buttons that you should be using on cooldown, correct? I'm talking about when those are on cooldown and you have nothing else. You don't wait. You don't wait for the next thing.
You're right, I wait for downtime.
Oh my goodness.
Just sits around.
Right?
Who needs Medica 2?
That's when my co-healer heals. What do you
Exactly, that's my co-healer heals.
So
I'm empty.
So you're only gonna get heals every 40 seconds and every 90 seconds from her.
Yep. Yep. Hey, can we switch, please? Because I know White Mage a little more.
I can't. I only have White Mage. I have no other button. I have no other thing to switch. Because you know for a fact if it was actually me, I'd be on Summoner right now. You know, my actual classes that I'm good at. Casters.
Buddy,
No, I will use some
Not
Medica too if I think it's needed. I'm being silly.
not going to heal.
No, I didn't say I was gonna heal. I just said I was gonna AoE heal. I have Tetra, and I have Benny, and I have Lilies.
Tetra,
Oh, yes.
Benny, and Lilies, like again, is
They're single target
all
heals.
single target. Yes.
But they're all heals that I would use.
We're gonna take no AoE damage, apparently. That is what you
No, I'm saying we're gonna take some AoE damage, and I'm going to have a size and a silent for those. And then
Are you
everything
gonna
else.
hold a size and asylum for when we take AoE damage?
No. You're supposed to be on cooldown, Rain. What do you mean?
Holding your buttons for imaginary scenarios? This sounds familiar.
No. I use those on cooldown. Shit. Especially a size, which actually, does damage. Anyway, are we ready to go?
Yeah. Waiting on you.
Listen, we were having a fun conversation about my bad healing.
Announce it to the world. Your white mage is only going to a size.
And it's I
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
this is where all the white mage memes come from, that they don't heal and they just glare. She is the prime suspect of this living meme.
Listen. You only use your buttons that are OGCDs and lilies, and only lilies because they're feeding the blood lily.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. When you're level 100 and playing optimal, when you're in a prog environment, you ignore everything she just said and heal.
This is true.
Frog and Void Art. You don't know how it works yet.
I do know how it works. What do you mean? I know this fight.
You've never been to Void Ark before.
On Una? What do you mean, guys?
Unileska Fantasia has never stepped foot in Void Ark. Therefore, Unileska Fantasia needs to heal.
Yes, but Iceland Fantasia, the person behind the vessel.
But you are not Iceland Fantasia right now. You are Unileska Fantasia.
You're right. So my heals be slightly less potent, but I still know the mechanics.
You cannot have two brains. You
I
can
have
only
what?
have the brain of Unileska Fantasia
Oh,
right now.
hell no. Man, in that case, I should have done half the things I did in the other fights.
You're supposed to be role playing.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, the role plague is what you're doing.
I am Yuna from the Isle of Besaid.
Yeah. I only use these buttons.
Even Yuna heals.
Does she?
She is the healer of the game too,
Does she?
Just because some other characters may do it better, because situations, Yuna is still the designated healer of
Hell
the game.
no, she's not. You put Riku in there with her Albet potions and Yuna just summons.
I told you, just because some characters do it better because of certain situations does not mean she isn't the designated healer.
No,
She is the white mage summoner.
No, she's just the summoner. She only classifies
then-
herself as a
Okay,
summoner.
then you need to change class as the summoner then.
I can't. That would be level 1 and I would get literally nowhere.
If she is not a white mage at all, you are no longer allowed to be a white
Oh,
mage.
I didn't say she's not a white mage. I just said that her primary function by end game is not to heal. It's to pump out fucking anima and hit the button.
I don't know, man.
That's what I was doing at the end of the game.
I mean, that's how you chose to play, correct?
And it worked too. You were astonished at my skill at 10. Astonished, I say.
There are multiple ways to play Final Fantasy X.
There are in fact. There's actually quite a few. Except for using Kamari. If you use Kamari, it's not viable. What are you doing? Objectively the worst character in that game.
That's because he's just a bad combination of things.
Yeah, no, they didn't know what to do with him. He's cool lore-wise. I love his lore, and I wish there was more of it.
Mage and Dragoon was a bad idea.
Yeah. Although Dragoon isn't a bad idea, but they kind of nerfed it. Like jump doesn't really do a whole lot. Like the fact that they made it his limit break and not just a thing he can do.
I mean, but look at Kamari itself. His Dragoon aspects are kind of non-existent, other than jump, which does
Well, and
nothing.
the fact that he
like,
uses a spear. The fact that his weapon
Yeah.
is a spear. Yeah, that's the other one.
yeah, but like everything else revolves around his
Blue mage.
aspect. If you look at
Yeah.
like. I feel like they said, okay, we need to design a character. He has to have a different weapon than the other party members. Okay, let's give him a spear. Oh, cool, that makes him a dragoon. And then they just forgot about that.
Right. I think they didn't want Freya again. I think that's what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to avoid Freya again because she's dragoon and red mage, technically. But her, it's mostly the dragoon
even,
stuff and not the red mage
But
stuff.
even like Freya's like magic that she gets is still like dragoon oriented.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're
Like,
still,
it functions like a red mage, but it's definitely more dragoon than red mage. It just functions
Yeah.
like a red mage. Yep.
Like they got more creative. If she just ended up getting, half black magic and half red magic to make her actual red mage, then I would be like, okay, it is definitely a red mage influence, but they still tried to make it a dragoon influence class.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like they definitely leaned more heavily into the dragoon aspect. It's just functionally what she works as in the party is a red mage and a dragoon.
But like if you look at Kamari, like Kamari is literally blue
It's
mage.
all blue mage all the way.
For the weapon. Yeah.
Yep. Which is very sad.
I don't know if beyond jump they couldn't think of anything that dragoons could do.
Which is ridiculous, because let's be real. Like dragoon has been in the
History
game.
of things. Yeah.
Yeah, like they've been in the game since 3.
Yeah, they have a long history of things that they allowed dragoon to do, and it's like, did you guys forget about so many other things?
Yep,
Yeah.
they forgot.
I think Kamari was just designed so late that they didn't want to like overshadow other characters that they just knew were just gonna be more important. Because if you look at Kamari story-wise, he's also not important to like the game at all.
Hello, Gunbreaker. I think followed. I think hard to tell. Okay, not anymore. Well, because I had went over here and they followed me.
Are you scared?
And then I went over this way and they followed me again.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared.
Okay.
If anything, they're kind of cool. Like I like the design of them. They got a cool glam going. Oh.
I don't know why I like the little lava fills that tank.
Is lava fill nearby? Where is the small?
I don't know. I just said I like them.
Where'd they go though? I want to see them.
There's. Oh, that's definitely a minion. Here's a lava fill.
Oh, that's a cool look too. I'm just looking at people's glams now.
They're a red mage.
That's a very cute Lolafell. I love the hands and pockets. Technically, that's not what they're going for, but because of the way it looks like the hands are in the pockets.
They're probably like, where are these two people looking at me?
People are very creative in this game.
It's a true end game.
It is.
Glam is the true end game.
Listen.
What is?
Although there's so many people that are copying Utrope, and I love it. So I just see Utrope everywhere now.
What is this? Oh, here's a warrior. Lalafell. Yep,
Tiny
on
tank.
top of the orange thing. That's a warrior axe or no way? Let's see what it's supposed to look like. It's not brown. Okay, maybe it is. That's a weird looking axe. Or Berchet or whatever. He's up here. Like, up on top of the orange thing. And now you don't get to look at him.
Hey, we actually queued without waiting for 30 minutes. This is surprising. I 100% thought we were going to be waiting for 30
Oh yeah, no, I 100% thought we weren't gonna actually get to go in. And that's the 13X.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't exist in actual 13, but they themed it after Snow, who is ice themed in 13, which is tragic for me specifically. Random DPS. There we go. So hit the button.
No. I could use this. And allow to be more greedy.
Wait, what's happening?
Give him some cardio so in that way he can be just all greedy.
Oh man, gave it to Rain? That's so mean to the tank. Who has their tank stance on? They clearly are planning to tank.
But greed though.
I mean, this is true, but
Actually, tank in this fight though. Like, to be honest, in this dungeon,
who knows?
people are gonna just be fighting over aggro anyway.
I'm gonna love to watch the spinning.
Yep.
Spin to win.
Spin to win. Although someone did shout just at the top of their lungs, "Let there be carnage!" Literally in shout chat. I'll say, what's happened? I know the cutscene ain't that long. I guess someone got stuck in loading. No, our paladin's going. They are determined to be the tank.
More than just the sun.
But I'm stunning them. Good offense is the best defense. Holy.
I want everyone to know right now I have one AoE button.
Me too.
Maybe me three.
I used to have a cool AoE dot, but I didn't get that
Better AoE that one button with your life.
one. I got these cool new buttons.
I took it away from you.
Yeah, I can't use that.
Okay.
Sad.
I leveled up to 78 and you're like, enhanced asylum, and I'm like, I can't use that for like 2 expansions. Oh, I pissed off everything. Oh no.
Run to the tank.
Asylum has 10% extra healing, although you can't do anything with it right now.
Well, yeah, but that was kind of my thing. Is like I leveled and it's like, ah, yes, you got enhanced asylum. Like, that's great. I am not going to see this in a long ass time. It's also what gives the additional heal buff inside level.
People have fences. What is this Asuna button that you speak of?
Hey, at least it's instant cast now. There's no cast.
Right, I'll take it. Oh, friend. Friend, don't put that in the group.
Oh yeah, so that's right in the middle of everything.
Yeah, but
Yep.
was like, no, friend, please.
That's exactly where that goes. You know, we have to at least make it so we have to pay attention.
No.
Well, the Asunas were great.
Are you saying that I should have Asuna'd the Dropsy?
I mean, considering some people were close to dying,
I just healed them.
maybe
I just healed them.
with what a size or
Yeah.
I was like, remember, she's only healing with 2 buttons. The rest is no.
Listen, it's 3 buttons. 3 buttons. I have lilies. I keep tapping. I need to, make sure they don't stay that way. I sized myself, or I assumed myself. I like I sit there with fucking paralyzed.
As soon as yourself.
Oh yeah, that's more important.
But everyone else,
as a teammate.
everyone else is out of luck.
Listen, I feel very judged
No.
right now.
I will be fair, because most white mages don't even know Asuna.
Yeah, see, I assumed one person. Therefore, I'm better than
They
white
just
mage.
leave it.
Guess if
I
people know where
I've
to
seen
go.
so many situations when people get doomed later on and it's fungible, and you're just like, oh, okay.
I don't- Good now? We're still in here now?
Oh, somebody's got poison. Asuna.
Where?
Already did.
Oh,
You think the deadly static is dangerous?
I think that's the too many people on this button for too long.
We were just chilling there. Having a good time.
The game said you can only utilize this for a set amount of time. You know, this is when they still didn't know what to do with Alliance Raids. So, you know.
I mean, I don't know what to do with it either.
That's why you notice that in these Alliance raids, instead of there being 2 packs of trash and then a boss, or maybe a boss right at the beginning, like, you know, it's supposed to be, there's like waves of like 3 and like 4. They had no idea what they actually wanted.
It's all good though. We got this.
The white mage is gonna pull. The white
It was
mage
machinist, I
pull.
think. I thought I saw a machinist going.
You were getting close.
I was fine. The machinist was going. I was safe.
I got anybody that blames for the key.
He said, you got bigger problems, Fly.
They were the wrong person.
Oh man.
live in life.
We're beating up a tree and a dog.
It's a really weird looking dog too. Oh man, someone's monk did not understand the mechanic.
Nope.
Did not understand the assignment.
They said uptime. Strictly paid for it.
Oh, that's bullshit. I was out of that.
Haha. You are now a tree. For 10 seconds. You are a plant.
Oh my god.
You were too,
Did you
Fly.
plant anyone else?
I know, yeah.
Did you end up planting someone else?
Yeah.
Where's my tank?
It was on the other side of the plant.
I was like, where'd he go? You saw, guys? I used America too.
That's because you
Oh,
were
yeah,
turned into a plant.
No, I used it when we couldn't attack either of the ads, and so it was downtime, and so I used Medica too.
During downtime, yes.
Well, yeah, because it's gonna keep people alive after downtime. I won't worry about them.
During downtime. Good job.
Oh yeah. When you're supposed to use it.
During downtime.
That's when you're supposed to use it, Rain.
That guy like wants to
That's how it goes. What do you mean?
That's you have to watch the video. You have to watch the video. It's a drama video.
I don't know if it is.
Yeah, it's a drama video. Guy, so what, okay. So what happened was that they were doing top, and there was a phase
That already
of,
felt like drama going
I
top.
know, right? Doing top.
and there was a phase of downtime, and the sage healer, so there was a sage and an astrologian. The astrologian had all of their, like, buttons ready for the next mechanic. So there was a cooldown, or downtime, and the sage kept pressing prognosis during the whole time of downtime. So they went from 3,000 mana, didn't pop lucid dreaming at all, just kept pressing prognosis. And out of mana.
Man, out of man.
And then they all ran out. They all blamed the astrologian for not healing the mechanic during downtime. Oh, it's a great watch. So when the healer, the astrologian, brought this up to the raid group, the raid group proceeded to then just say that they're doing all of the work, and that the sage, holy crap, hold on. Got that. Then proceeded to say that the astrologian was doing nothing and was never healing. And they kicked the Astro out of it.
You know, the Astro is just doing their job.
Yeah, seriously.
Crazy.
Like, I'm sorry, but Astro stuff is mostly OGCD, and you're not gonna see it go. It's all free too, so it's not gonna cost anything. Poor Astro.
Oh yeah, the guy he was mad in the video and it couldn't, like, he stutters like I do sometimes. Like he couldn't
Didn't form the words.
get his thoughts together and form the words. He was just upsetting spaghetti.
Fair. I would be too. Especially if I knew it wasn't my fault. Like, no. Hey, where did you go? To be fair, top is probably the place of toxicity.
I don't gotta worry about that.
I would not recommend it.
But what if I really want the top weapon?
Well, too bad.
Wow.
Owen Party Finder.
No way.
Sign up on one of the ultimate discords so you can see the toxicity of I can point you in a direction of all the big ultimate districts. There you go.
I don't wanna. It's a scary place out there.
Very scary. Why did the bard use their?
I don't know. Have no idea.
Like we were doing an excellent job hitting ads, and I hear about it.
They were learning from someone.
Listen,
In fact, majority of the ads were dead when Battle Voice.
listen. I'm okay with using a heal
know.
one heal during downtime, so that I don't have to worry about it later.
You know, at least the bard is following their strict rotation. You know, I understand.
Not at this level.
Nothing misses a beat.
Not at this level.
They go, I saw the light mage. 2 medic during downtime. I shall do the same.
The white mage was doing nothing. Therefore,
Listen, I hit one time, one button. I'll do it the entire downtime. That'd be stupid. It's one button. Oh, look how nice they are. They actually waited. I thought for sure they wouldn't.
Hey, did you see our tank? That's where he's at now.
Yeah, that wasn't. He's running around.
I'm just saying you can't lose him. You know where he's at.
No, it's fine. He got his bubble down. I don't have to worry about it. Bubble.
I mean, I guess that's the added bonus there. You have your 2 minutes back now bar. You can use it during downtime.
Wait, was there any new stuff to do?
Yeah, I do actually heal. Like yes, I'm making jokes and shit, but like I do actually heal.
It's not what I meant.
Like goodness.
Oh man.
No one's died in our group. The only person who's died at all is that monk, and that's because they were in the wrong spot. All right. And I was told that as long as nobody dies, the healer's doing their job right.
I don't know, man.
That's what I was told.
That's what I was told. Like.
Got handed down from generations.
Ooh, actually using my medica fruit. Something that I don't have.
Does have, what is it, 30 all names now? Something ridiculous.
Oh, medica 2? Yeah, it's stupid. Even I think Cure 3 got a small boost, which is crazy because it's always been like the super. Yeah.
All of them got a boost in.
The thing that I really want to have access to is like my Divine Venison and my Aqua Veil. Like I want those.
What are those? You don't need those.
Wow.
some late hit set.
Skip. No, I missed it.
Me too. I always miss that one.
I was trying to get in the dot.
I was going for it.
Who's the greedy ones now?
I am supposed to be greedy. I'm a DPS.
Only if it actually adds to your DPS. Getting petrified is not adding to your DPS. In fact, you do 0 DPS.
Hey,
Hang on.
you know,
I had my dot up.
You had your dot up?
me too.
I just couldn't turn it around.
Me going for my position was after I applied my dot from Chaos Thrust thing.
Yes, but you still then sat there. You're petrified for like 10 seconds. That's a whole 3 GCDs that you
6
missed.
seconds. It was 6 seconds.
Oh my bad, it was 2 GCDs. You still missed some.
Yes. Yes. How dare you?
You still didn't win it.
Oh, I forgot to commentate. That's sad.
Alright, head back over to Aether. Before I cannot head back over to Aether because, you know, everybody wants to be on Aether.
Cause it's Turtle World.
Listen, it's the best world.
No, apparently Aether is the quote-unquote raid server, according to what, like, people believe, I guess.
Yeah,
The raid
no,
data
I
center.
was told that.
Everybody wants to be a raider. No one can actually raid. Everybody wants to be a raider until they get the M6S, and then they want out.
I mean, we were like trying to get a tank, and it was like, nah, no tanks. Nobody wants to tank this fight.
Tanks are having a really bad time, okay? Riding the Arcadian, you know. I'm sorry, getting rode by the Arcadian.
Sparkly.
You know, tanks are having nightmares of little horned sheep running towards them. In the ad phase in M6S, there are these ads called Yan that
And they're the most adorable,
like,
deadly little sheep.
auto-attack you for like 80k, and tankers are like, holy shit.
And they have like these big eyes and these really fluffy bodies. Like, no, they are the most adorable little murder sheep you've ever seen.
Hmm. And there's one part where a tank has to hold 2 of them. It is absolutely hilarious how shaken tanks are being and how like people are just distraught over this ad phase. They are completely destroyed. They did not expect it in Final Fantasy 14.
And again, it doesn't help that literally.
Final Fantasy 14.
And again, it doesn't help that almost all of the ads in there are like fluffy critters. There's one that arguably is not. But like the other 3 kinds of ads that can spawn there, no, they are the like least intimidating, the fluffiest looking woodland creature ass, little fuzzy things, and they are just destroying parties left, right, and center. It's hilarious.
You have little adorable sheep, cute squirrels, a cat that jumps around, and little like manta stingrays, and then you have this big ugly centaur thing that charges towards the healer and insta-kills.
Yeah, that's the one arguably not cute, but like the little manta ray things, no, has a cute little face. Like, it's super cute.
And people are like, oh my god, Lord help me.
It's no longer just a mini slap fight between people who actually take damage.
Tanks are over here. Make peace with whatever gods you worship, because we're dead. I've never seen so much intimidation coming from them. Like, holy crap, man! It isn't that serious. Every time I go on any forums, or go on any like Discords, or go on Reddit, it's people crying about the ad phase and M6S. It's putting a hurt.
I think what's really funny is because so M6 normal is kind of a pushover, like you just kind of roll over it, and then people thought that 7 was going to be the wall, and people can't even get to 7 because 6 is just demolishing them with this ad phase.
Not as it's supposed to be. Go.
I believe in time this ad phase will definitely lighten up. Like once people start getting gear, the ads are gonna die quicker. Because of course it was still cleared week 1 by, you know, world first people in crafting, right? And
yeah.
the eye level of the fight is only 635. So you look at it, and in time, like once we get into 750, 760, like these ads are going to die a lot quicker, and it's going to be a lot less of a choke point. But for at least a good 6 weeks, and it's only like the end of week 2 right now. Tomorrow is officially week 3. Like you're gonna hear people crying. And I say 6 weeks because week 7 is when everyone can have 750 weapons. But I don't think tanks have been hit that hard in Savage by non-tank busters in 8 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. 8 years. So of course, like nobody expected it to happen, you know. They see these cute little creatures and they're like, oh, an ad phase, cool, this is cool. Like, and then they realize that these little sheep things, you know, they can't go anywhere near any of the other creatures because they just buff them, and then that makes all of the creatures lethal. And then they run up to you and you're like, okay, so clearly a tank is supposed to hold this. And then you get an auto attack and it does almost 100k and you're like, holy crap!
Again, by this cute, fluffy little
Slap
sheep.
with reality.
Yeah. Like, imagine the first couple people who got there and like didn't pop a cooldown when they first pulled that monster and literally like got the life beat out of them. It was like, wow.
Again, by a single sheep. That's the funniest part, and it always will be, is like they're getting whooped by literally a single sheep.
Two.
No. It starts with 1. It starts with 1. So like you said the first person. So literally, they would have gotten demolished by just the 1 sheep.
Well, yeah, because of course you didn't anticipate it at first. So
Yeah.
Of course you can probably figure out that some ads need to be separated right away when you see ads getting
buffed.
But the first group that got there, Lucrezia, because they were the fastest progress, like they got there, and I'm sure their tanks, like one of them grabbed aggro on that and probably saw the auto attack and was like, I just got autoed for 120k, because of course they didn't admit it at first.
Yeah. And then they think they're good. Like they figure out that one, right? They're like, okay, I know this sheep now. And then 2 pop up. Like then you gotta kill 2. And then you're just like, oh no.
Yeah, like if you needed to learn how to manage your mitt playing a tank, that is the one fight to do it, which I'm happy to see that, because there's still lots of tanks that are out there that are just like, well, I can invuln this and everything, and then like, what do I actually do with my mitt? Like there's lots of tanks that don't know how to correctly plan out their mitt so they always have something covered, and that fight forces you to do it.
Someone's giving minions away.
All right, I'm gonna go eat though. I haven't eaten anything, so I will see you guys later. I know you're about
Alrighty.
to wrap up, Ice. So
I am about to just finish up this this particular quest line.
yep. Have a good night, guys.
Night.
Alright.
Laters.
I'll be right back.
Night. This is another time where, because we've done the level 50 dungeon where we fight Diablos, we get this dialogue here. Looks like it fluctuated once and then it's back up to where it's supposed to be now. Yes. That's gonna be the end of the stream for today. We will be back on Wednesday with probably the rest of the Void Arc stuff. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.